Space isn't always cold, it depends on whether you're exposed to sunlight. Without an atmosphere to regulate temperature, the side of an astronaut facing the sun becomes scorching hot, while the shadowed side remains much cooler, though a spacesuit's internal systems help maintain balance. To better understand how the body is regulated, one can think of standing near a fire on a cold night. You feel heat on one side while the other stays cool. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter's data shows that, on the Moon, the temperature has been minus 410 degrees Fahrenheit in the darkness and 240 degrees Fahrenheit in the sunlight. Moreover, the shadowy side of the astronaut would be freezing because it is the absence of the air or the solid body to transmit the heat. The sun does give the most major heat, thus any areas that are covered by it to start to cool off. However, the fact that objects in space are not instantly frozen should be kept in mind. As the heat not be transmitted efficiently in the vacuum through thermal radiation, the lack of a space suit of a human would cause it to freeze much slower than is usually depicted in the movies. On Earth, air and surfaces are good conductors of heat than in space, where the heat transfer medium is absent. This is why the temperature decrease is very slow in spaceflight. The reason is that the heat can escape in the form of radiation. Not even when in empty space, the objects become as cold as quickly as possible if they do not come into contact with the cold air continuously. Spacecraft and satellites manage the fluctuations in temperature that exist throughout the flight duration by employing reflective materials and insulation. Similarly, plants that have an atmosphere will not go through such an abrupt change, as the gas will do it. But there are objects with no atmosphere like the Moon or Mercury that temperatures will go to any percentage during the day. A design that is able to use these rays to their advantage is the one that knows how heat behaves in space. Thus, key elements include spacesuits, habitats, and spacecraft that secure astronauts and equipment in extreme environments beyond Earth.